Hi, I'm Hari Mix. I'm the former record holder for Yosemite's Half Dome, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about my experience there. I have an interesting history with Yosemite. I got to see it first as a junior in high school and went up Half Dome then, my first time, and a few of the other classic Yosemite Valley hikes. And it was my second time in Yosemite's Half Dome as a college freshman, right after I finished my cross-country and track season, so I was a competitive runner in high school and college. I decided to give the record a shot, and kind of here's the story of that experience. It was early season, it was June, and so the mist trail was really quite wet, and I remember getting sprayed by Vernal and Nevada Falls very well. But I got started at about 5:30 in the morning, just wearing a camelback, some running pants and running shorts underneath, and a t-shirt and a windbreaker. I do think the windbreaker is an important choice, even if you're going to try to go fast. I think I carried a bit too much water, something like 2.5 liters of water and a few energy gels for the way. That was plenty for me on the round trip. It's a great adventure, especially getting to go up the mist trail, just the unbelievable scenery on the way. But I set a pretty solid tempo, even though I knew I couldn't run the really steep sections, the stair-cut sections of the mist trail. But some of those flatter sections were really fun to run. And I remember getting up to the subdome and seeing the dome itself and realizing that the cables were actually down. So the cables go down in the winter time. The handrails and wooden planks, those are really only up for the main summer season. But I had a lot of kind of climbing and free soloing experience, so I wouldn't recommend you climb it without that experience. But I did just grab a pair of gloves and was able to just kind of pull arm over arm up the cables and then slide back down, kind of like rappelling. And it was really quite nice, actually. There were no crowds there at all. I had the whole mountain to myself and got to spend a bit of time on top, just kind of alone on the summit, checking out the views over Yosemite Valley. And descending, I knew that I had the previous record kind of within my capabilities, so I decided to slow it down and make sure I didn't twist an ankle or do anything too stupid on the mist trail on the way down. So it was about a 2-hour and 38-minute round trip, which has now since come down several times. Some of the most recent kind of record holders are down into the low 220s. And now I kind of spend a lot of time returning to Yosemite to do easy rock climbs and take other hikes. I've been up Half Dome a number of kind of recent times. It's just always such a classic trip. And it's always a joy to return to such a special place in Yosemite. If you are considering going, I recommend you give Rick's book a try. This is Yosemite's Half Dome, and this will give you all the training and preparation and equipment choices, along with all the history and geology of the really spectacular hike. Thank you.